Oh, well, hey, everybody. Welcome back once again to Coffee with HDR here on another wonderful Saturday morning for show number 70. As you can see, I got my camera out here. This is my 35 millimeter camera. And I was just sitting here actually formatting the SD card in it, getting ready to go out here this morning right after the show. Right after the show, I got to take off, jump on the bike. I got a photo shoot to do today. So, um, I kind of snuck up on me there. Be the Rider PA is doing this major event today at one of our local American Legions. And to support the veterans and support the troops, I'm going to go out. I'm going to do the photography for the event. And I'm also going to do some videography, right? Some video recording and put some videos together for them. So trying to get all my camera gear together. Like I said, this is for most of the still pictures. You've probably seen this camera before. I also use this camera in the garage to shoot the garage videos because it is an amazing camera. I do use a very, very high quality lens on here. This is a 1.8 35 millimeter fixed lens. And 1.8, if you know anything about photography, that is basically the focal length of the lens itself. Okay, the f-stop 1.8. And what that allows you to do is do some really low light stuff. And it's awesome because it has a very bokeh background or soft focus background on it that you see in my videos. So that's what this comes out of. So, all right. Of course, I'll be taking the GoPro along with me. I got to take that today. It's a pretty big event. A lot of bikes. Supposed to be about, he's talking probably the neighborhood. We guess somewhere about, he said somewhere between 600 to 700 motorcycles. So we'll see who turns out today. You never know for an event like that. Anyway, let's get started here first this morning by saying welcome back, everybody. And again, to Coffee with HDR. Another wonderful turnout of people in here this morning. Good morning to everybody. We'll go through these real quick. HDAV Traveler, Jim Wilson, Captain Ed's in the house. The Dusty Chronicles, the Smyrna Cowboy. Buddy, we are always praying for you, and great video you put out there. Just the other day, if you haven't seen it, go over and check out the Smyrna Cowboys video. He's doing well. He's getting his foot back, getting it in riding order. Good morning, Roguelite Andy. Paul, good morning to you. Jeff Rice. Harley 103, Bob Nelson. Jackie Boy's in the house. Will Henson. Let's see who else is in the house here this morning. Toby Northern. Mr. Toby Northern is saying, good morning to everybody. Mr. Toby Northern. Thanks for always jumping in there and acknowledging everybody in the mornings. Money 7855. Let's see who else. Ty from Tennessee. Good morning. Good morning, Henry. Nice to see you in there this morning. Harley 103. Joe's in there. Good morning, Joe. Russell, good morning. Rocky J. Minnow Moto, good morning. Chuck Henson. Orvis 128, morning, buddy. Good to have you in the house here this morning with us. Dean C, good morning. Mike, morning to you. Pink's Adventures in. Orvis 128. Let's see. Roy. Mr. G, 1965, buddy. Good morning. And we will give the event another shout out here this morning for sure. Bronco Rides in the house. Good morning. Good to have you on board there this morning. Guns and Rides. Everybody's in here this morning. Bronco Ride. Pink's Adventures. Mike is in the house. Mike Martin is in the house there. Good morning to everybody. So, yeah, it's been one of them weeks, man. We're, it's just been like everywhere, I guess, cold and rainy and cold, calling for snow one day. I said, hey, I called the weather guy up. I said, hey, weather guy, this is motorcycle guy. He said, yeah, man, what's up? I said, it's motorcycle riding weather. He said, not yet. He's going to still let some more snow fly. So he said, it's not going to happen just yet. Daniel S is in there. Good morning. Finally, a weekend with no snow and rain in the forecast. That means you can ride your motorcycle, right? And ride you will for sure. Get out there and get those bikes out, man. Get riding. Like I said, I got a big event today. Be the Rider PA said, I don't know. He said, I don't know how many motorcycles. He said, I don't know, 500-600 motorcycles and, 1,000 people. And I said, I'm going to need a wider lens on my cameras because I'm doing the official photography today for them. And so, Tri-Glide Head, good morning. Nice to have you in here. And yeah, so there you have it. So I'm doing the official photography. Anybody check out my Instagram picture last night? I hope you did. I hope you. Isn't that funny? We put an Instagram picture and we look like Tim. It's like nobody liked it. Oh no, nobody liked my picture. That picture actually, Mrs. HDR was riding our granddaughter. So granddaughter's she's about 8 months old, 7 months, and she can't ride on the motorcycle yet. So she took her in the car. And I said, hey, Anna, it's a beautiful night. I think I'm going to take the motorcycle. So I did. So I jumped on the motorcycle. I put those fingerless gloves on. Harley throttle juice. Good morning to you. That's a tongue twister, my friend. Glad to have you on board there this morning. Anyway, I put the fingerless gloves on, right? I put the mesh jacket on because I look really cool with the mesh jacket, and I jump on the bike and I take off. I get about 5 miles from the house. I'm like, holy crap. The wind was colder than I was expecting. So I had to stop, pull over, and change my gloves, but I didn't have anything else to put on under my mesh jacket. I usually carry a sweatshirt. For some reason, it's not on the bike right now. So anyway, Nancy Weems, good morning. I'll have you in there. Anyway, I did make it down to the restaurant, and I ordered a hamburger. Now, I ordered this hamburger, and it said, it's got this spicy sauce on it. I thought, that's okay, man. How hot can it be, right? I took 2 bites of this hamburger. I said, dude, throw this away, man. This stuff is awful. This hamburger is probably the worst hamburger I've ever had and ever tasted in my entire life. And mainly because it was just so damn spicy. So anyway, I ate some French fries. I ate a little cup of lobster bisque, which I don't know if you like lobster bisque or not, love it or hate it. But yeah, I had some lobster bisque. And that was about dinner anyway. So yeah, I threw the hamburger away. But anyway, maybe, and it's not a bad, I can't say it's a bad restaurant. They just got some really bad dishes. I think they need to reevaluate some of their plates that they serve at this restaurant. The only reason that Mrs. HDR likes to go there is it's a Greek restaurant. They make Greek fries. Now, if you never had a Greek fry before, I don't know if anybody's ever had a Greek fry before. Bronco Rice says he likes spicy food. Dude, you got to come up this way sometime and buy this hamburger, man. Like, my feet were on fire. It was so hot. And I was like, wow, that's unbelievable, man. Just throw it away, $13 trash burger. That's what that was. But she likes these Greek fries, and our daughters like these Greek fries. And it's like, I don't know. Do you ever have feta cheese? So what feta cheese is, they make these French fries and they put this clumps of cheese on it. It's not melted or anything. It's just clumps of cheese. And it's kind of nasty. I don't like cheese. So I'm not a big raw cheese guy. I like melted cheese. Now, if they would melt the feta cheese over it, it would be awesome. But they didn't melt the cheese over it. So Ty from Tennessee, spicy food gives me explosive poops. He has Ty. I'm with you, man. I would have been up at 2 a.m., man, with heartburn. I would have been like dying. When you read a menu, sometimes something on the menu really looks good. I think it should be like when we go to wineries, we can have a taste of the wine, or we can have a little shot of beer. You can try a beer before you buy a glass. What they do at a restaurant? Have like a little piece of that burger they bring. You put it in your mouth like, oh man, I ain't ordering that. Then you wouldn't waste as much money in restaurants. I think it'd be less thrown away food for sure. But anyway, Harley Throttle says, can't do spicy food. Keeps me up all night with chest issues. I am with you 100%. It's just that heartburn just kills you. Anyway, he needs to put it back on. What are you putting on? What are we putting back on? I don't know. I missed something here. Somebody could fill me in on the chat there. I have a stomach of a 65-year-old man. I don't do spicy. Orvis, I agree with you 100%, my friend. Man, that spicy food is... Whew. But like I said, it sounded really... Oh, New England food is the best, Judy says. Anyway, I'm already in Ampa Plaza. Arma Plaza. I don't know what that says. Anyway. Oh, the tour pack. Put the tour pack back on. You know what, guys? If you rode my motorcycle right now, if you rode it with the tour pack and learned with the tour pack, a motorcycle is very top heavy. So they want to tumble over, right? That's why so many guys, when they buy a bike with a tour pack, they end up dropping it 3 or 4 times before they get used to the balancing of the bike. Okay. Take that tour pack off, the whole center of the gravity dropped. And it's just an awesome ride. So I like the tour pack for touring, for riding long distances. But honestly, the tour pack itself, you know, I don't like it for sure. So I do like it for stories like today. I was thinking, man, I should put the tour pack on because I have all this camera gear. I want to get in, get out, get in, get out. So I'll be working on the saddlebags today. Um, but you got to admit, the bike looks a lot cooler now that the tour pack's gone. It's got that new sleek windshield coming up, man. It just looks awesome, you know. But anyway, see, I'm just kind of looking. 82 days until VAM. Wow, it's coming up really, really fast. Really fast. Yeah, okay. I see, guys, the tour pack. So that's the story of the tour pack there. It's like, you know, I'm really glad I took it off. Mrs. HDR is you heard her in the video. If you didn't watch that video, go back and watch that video from Wednesday and check it out. So if you ride for an extended period without a tour pack, then you put it back on for traveling. It's like riding a different bike. Center of gravity totally changes. You're right, Toby. That's exactly the way it works. So, you know, the only reason I bought the bike, well, there's a couple reasons, and I'll probably do a video of why you buy a motorcycle with a tour pack versus without. And Bronco Rye can attest to this because he bought one without and he added it. And it's like there's a bigger upcharge when you do it that way. So if you buy it with everything on it and then you strip it to what you want, then you still have what you need, but you don't always have to ride with it if you don't want. Does that make sense? And you're actually saving money in the long run. So just put on more weight, equalize the center of gravity. But you know what, guys? Honestly, the bag, I don't know if you've seen the bag. This bag right here. Let's check this out since we're talking about it. Oh, this bag right here, okay, will hold 3 times what that tour pack will hold. It straps on the backrest. It straps on the bottom to the luggage rack. And you got all this room here. And then when you get to the hotel or something, you just take this off, take this into the hotel room, and then your bike is rideable. It's nice to ride in twisties. So it's a big bag for sure. You got to watch how you pack it. How many days can you tour with the sporty tour pack? You know, yeah. Those tour packs too, you put on, you know, the ones that look neat. Is that called the Razor tour packs? They're cool and everything, but yeah, you can't put a whole lot in it. A lot of people text me, email me, call me, and I was like, man, I don't even. Yeah, Orvis, and he doesn't even have saddlebags in his bike, and he's toured with us for weeks at a time. So you can do it on a sporty. You know, Orvis puts a backpack on, carries everything he needs in that backpack. His whole entire life is in there, and he travels with it. So you can tour, you know, on any motorcycle. Let's see here. I have a Street Glide and use my very similar bag that holds all I need for a 6-day trip. There you go, Harley 103. Actually, why we did this, I'm going to tell you why we did it. And I'm going to tell you guys first because you're my friends. Everybody in this chat room is close to HDR. You know, we have this close connection because we do this Saturday morning. We talk every morning. Every Saturday, it's like a reunion every week. And the true reason why myself and Miss HDR talked about this and we decided that this was a good way to go is because we not only have a touring motorcycle when we go touring. Now, when we go touring, we stay at hotel rooms like many of you do, right? You stay at a hotel room one night, the next morning we pack up, we go to another place, stay at another hotel room, pack up, go to another area, stay at another hotel room. Now we visit those areas through the day when we're there. Obviously, we get to see a lot of stuff that way. But the truth is, the reason we did this, you guys seen our first and only camping video. Now, when you go moto camping, okay, we found with the tour pack, we are stuffing things everywhere. There's like sleeping bags in the saddlebags. There's pillows in this other saddlebag, like camping pillows. The tent and everything was in the tour pack. And we fill with this bag that we have, this big old hefty bag now. All the camping equipment fits in there, guys. The tents, sleeping bags, the stove, everything. So we can pull into campground, pull that off, and basically have a portable campsite in that bag. That's why we built the bike the way we did. We talked long and hard about this. This wasn't something like, oh, we take a damn bag off. It looks stupid. No. And for my rebuttal, guys, I buy a new car. Oh, Orvis, you bought a new car, buddy. You're supposed to buy a new motorcycle. What did you do, Orvis? You don't need a car. You need a motorcycle. Anyway. Man, with that bag, you can put it in the back of the bike. Look like doggy will. Yeah. It's really not that heavy, Henry. That bag itself, especially without the tour pack on there. So, Harley Throttle. Good morning to you. I think I didn't miss you there. Have a good sized luggage bag. Beginning to consider a Rick Rack. Anyone got any thoughts on them? The Rick Rack bag is great unless you have a tour pack. Bodine 52, he's not in here right now, but he can attest to it. He bought a Rick Rack. I begged him not to buy a Rick Rack bag, not the size that he bought. He put it on the back of his new Road Glide. Okay, he bolted it on the luggage rack. I said, dude, that is too heavy. The top of the tour pack, guys, is only supposed to be, the top of the tour pack is supposed to be, I think there's a sticker on there that says either 15 or 20 pounds or 10 or 15. It's not a whole lot. He put on, oh, I'll be fine. Arr, you know, Bodine. Arr, I'll be fine. Bodine 52. You know how you. Anyway, so he put it on there. We go riding. So we go riding between, we were going to ride to meet up with Bronco Ride, right? We're riding through the eye of the snake. Okay. So we're riding our motorcycles through the eye of the snake. We get in this tunnel. It is pitch dark. Like, dude, we couldn't see anything. Right. Check out. I think he has a video on his channel somewhere. I may have one also. We get in this video. We get in this tunnel. Okay. So we get in this tunnel and he's going like, hey, HDR. I said, what? He said, my front wheel's not touching the ground. I said, dude, what are you talking about? He's like, this bag is too freaking heavy. And I was like, really? He's like, yes, really. So if you have a touring bike, don't buy one of those big Rick Rack bags, you know, with those crank downs on it. Bronco Ride has one too. And I think they're great. If you watch $1 Million Bogano, they're great if you do the luggage rack on the back with the backrest, like I have now. It goes on there and it can handle that weight. So be very, very careful with the Rick. I love the Rick Rack bags. I think they're amazing. I think the concept of it is really cool, man. You screw it on there, you take it off. It's got that handle like you're going to the airport. You can pull that baby into the hotel room, and they are nice. They are absolutely nice. So let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with some of these comments. I can fit all my camping gear, rain gear in the tour pack. And we have soft bags for the saddlebags for clothes. We can travel for a week plus easily like this. Pink, you guys are amazing, man. Yeah, when we went camping, man, we had that bike loaded. Now, you know, and I think it all depends on what kind of tent you have. I don't know if you have the same size tent we have. If you go back and look at my camping video, you can check that out. But, you know, you can pack anything, guys, honestly. On the Wing of the Hall, good morning. Good morning to you on the Wing of the Hall. Nice to have you on board this morning. I have an old-style King Tour pack on my Harley. I wouldn't want to be without it. Holds 2 helmets and more. You know, that's one thing we never put in our tour pack, guys, ever. We never put our helmets in our tour packs. And people, man, when you tour a lot, you get a lot of comments from people. And these are the comments I get. HarleyDayRider, are you scared somebody's going to steal your helmets off your mirrors? No, we're not. Because if you steal a helmet, I mean, come on, really? Nobody wants your helmet. If I put somebody's helmet on, you could be the nicest, cleanest person in the world, but I'd be scared of getting like hair lice or something in my head. Ugh, I don't want to put it. That's like putting somebody else's underwear on. I don't want to put, I don't want to put your helmet on. But anyway, so we never ever put our helmets in the tour pack anyway. Really. Here you go. Here's something new. Money 7855 says, "Hey, Saddleman makes an excellent touring bag. Holds ton of luggage. Easy to pack, easy to remove from the bike." And that's what it wants too. You know what else you got to look at when you buy a touring bag that I found over the years of riding motorcycles, and this will be our 6th year on the over the road cross country touring trip. Well, not quite cross, but you know what I mean, riding the back roads of America. What else I find about it is make sure that whatever you buy, most of them do have a rain cover. Um, put the rain cover. We put the rain cover on all the time because you don't know what you're riding into. So just to keep our clothes dry and safe when we're traveling, we always use a rain cover. So let's see. Road Glide Andy says, bags on a tour pack are just fine. Just have to pack heavier items low. Remember, you're on a motorcycle, not a pickup. Less is more. Road Glide Andy's exactly right. Actually, last year when we went to VAM, he packed his bag and put it like on the passenger seat because he balanced his motorcycle out. So he wasn't like this, right? You can't put everything. Sometimes I wish Harley just, and this is a big ask, but maybe, and I've seen this so much going down the road. I got pictures. I got a picture of one guy and his wife on their tour pack. They had bags stacked up. I bet you, like, they were above her head. And they had these stretched zip ties, and they had these ratchet straps on there, and the bike's going down the road like this. You don't have much control because, and as Bodine 52 found out when he was riding through that tunnel, he had no control over that motorcycle. The front wheel was just barely touching the ground, and it was bad. And Colin will tell you, Bronco I will tell you that when we left and we were going home, he actually gave that bag to Bronco Ride. His wife took it home in the car, and they shipped it, or they picked it up another time, but they shipped that bag back home to him. He wouldn't ride home with it. So it's a nice idea. Yeah, it is. It's a nice idea. Let's see. HD makes great soft luggage, and we have those. We have the saddlebag luggage, and we also have the tour pack luggage. We've never used it. Our tour pack when we travel is usually filled with electronics, cameras, Mrs. HDR's purse, maybe or her makeup kit or shower kit or whatever may be in there. But yeah, honestly, that's about it. A tour pack. All of our clothes are in the saddlebags, and people said, "How do you guys pack enough clothes to go on a 2-week motorcycle trip?" Easy. You pack laundry detergent. Very simplistic. We always find a hotel somewhere, and most hotels have a coin-operated laundry, and you wash your clothes on the road. Take very little t-shirts. There's another tip for you for traveling, because you're going to stop at Harley shops and we buy shirts. So if you take 14 t-shirts, we would never do that. We take the pair of jeans we have on, pair of jeans in your luggage, okay, just in case you get really wet or something happens. You take 7 days of underwear, socks, whatever you wear, undergarment type stuff, and you take things like, we've learned to take tennis shoes because you don't want to live in your boots for 2 weeks. That's it, as nice as it sounds. Us motorcycle guys like, live in your boots. Yeah, we don't do that. So we take tennis shoes, your shower kits, and that's basically all you need, because you're going to take laundry detergent. So your laundry detergent's actually the key. And Mrs. HDR has been doing this for the past 3 years, I guess. And the reason she's been doing this for the past 3 years is we were in Memphis, Tennessee, or Nashville, Tennessee. And she went down to the, the little hotel office or something, and she would take, she would buy their little box of laundry detergent, right? And it would be like, okay, that's $6.50. You're like, what? So now she carries them. I've seen something here. Let's see. Paul says the rain cover also makes helps to make it harder for someone to open the bag. It takes on, yeah, and we don't worry about that either. If somebody's going to open my bag, Paul, and steal my underwear, yeah, so be it. I could live without underwear for a week, but usually, and that's probably why we keep the electronics in the tour pack, right? Because we do lock those. Now, here's what I do to our defense and to let you guys know. So when you put your helmet on your handlebars, okay, and say we did this in Ohio, we went to see the Lucille Ball Museum. Don't know if you know who Lucille Ball is, but that's a reference. But we did go see that. And, oops, where is this? This is I quit carrying purses too heavy and small. Nancy, you're right. So Mrs. H actually bought, and Nancy, you can relate to this, one of the smaller like purses with just like your cards in it and her phone, and she wears that around her neck most of the time. So you're exactly right. So she quit we don't take her big purses anymore, and you know how it is with different purses. But where's I going here? Just thinking. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so she started actually taking the Tide Pods or whatever, and I think I've seen somebody in the comments say that too. Yeah, Orvis right here says that. Just take some Tide Pods with you to do laundry frequently. Yeah, and hotels do have like soap and stuff, shampoo. If you want to use their stuff, they have all that. You don't have to carry all that with you for sure. But that's some of the secret ways of traveling. And I talk to people all the time, and they're like, "Well, HDR, my wife wants to take like here you go, dress shoes, a dress, an iron, a curling iron. Miss HDR does take a curling iron. She does always have a curling iron. Hair dryers, boot shining kit, dress slacks for the guy. And guys, you're on a motorcycle trip. You're not getting dressed up. You're just not. We don't go on a motorcycle trip and get dressed up and go into a 5-star, 6-star, 10-star restaurant. We just don't do that. When we're on those kind of trips, we fly somewhere, right? So we pack luggage, and we check our bags, and we take nice clothes. Guess what? Most hotels out there, the ones that are worth your dollar, they'll have an iron in every room, so you can iron your clothes, and you don't have to carry an iron with you. You don't have to carry all this stuff with you. So, Jackie Boy, let's see what Jackie Boy's up to here this morning. The wife and I will take both bikes. She gets her 2 saddlebags, one of mine in the tour pack. I get 1 saddlebag. True story. Yeah, Jackie Boy, your wife might be traveling with too much stuff. Tell her to message Mrs. HDR on Instagram, and she will help her to downsize. Mrs. HDR uses 1 saddlebag bag. That's it. Outside of, we have a little bag that goes on top. I don't remember the company that makes it. They don't make them anymore. It's like a U-shaped bag that fits right on the top of the saddlebag or the tour pack. But it's really, really light. The only thing we carry in there, we both have 1 pair of our jeans in there, and we both put our tennis shoes in there, and usually our shower kits are, and that's it. So you guys have seen me take that on and put it off the bike many, many times on trips. We've had it ever since we started touring back 6 years ago, motorcycle touring. So I usually carry more tech and tools than clothes on the wing and hog, man. That's so true, man. Look, I'm getting ready to go today to do this photography gig. And I got like GoPros ready to go. I got, digital cameras ready to go. Of course, we got to have a spare battery pouch, right? We got to have all of our spare batteries. We got batteries for the helmet, for the helmet cam. And yeah, I hear you, man. We carry a lot of electronics, a lot more electronics than we really should. And I'll tell you, just to give you a backside of this too. So as I said, we've been touring for a very, very, very long time. And we talked this year. Many of you know, I've talked to you on this show many times. We discussed this, that we were going to Ireland this year. And that was the big plan. But still, with the world flipped upside down, and we don't know what's going on. If you get there and have to be quarantined for a week, or because you're coming into the country, we didn't want to do that. So then we decided, well, we talked about it a little bit. Let me see here where we're at here. Jackie Boy now says, when my wife packs the tour pack, you need to stand clear when opening to avoid injury. Jackie Boy, she needs help, my friend. I'm sure she's a very fine woman, but I'm just kidding, man. Whatever works for you guys, but anyway, so, but this year we were supposed to, so we talked about, can we go somewhere? Toby says, what is it? Hi, Jack. Show us your camera equipment bag. Toby, I don't have a camera equipment bag. I just throw it on the bike, I got this one here. Wait, this one's nice. Hold on. Here you go. Camera equipment bag. Pack very, very lightly. You don't need any more. If it doesn't fit in here, you don't need to take it. Okay. So, what is in there? Poker chips. Always should have poker chips in your bag. I don't know why those are in there. Actually, anyway. Here's another battery pack. You should never have enough battery packs, right? You never know when you got to charge something. But yeah, this is the camera bag here. I don't do that yet. Anyway, so, but that is my camera bag, dude. I carry that. I also carry, laptop case. Obviously, I have a really small, thin laptop case that I carry the laptop in. But this is a good question there, Frosty Travel. We want to have a suggestion for a oil cooler for a 2018 Road Glide Ultra. An oil cooler. I thought there was an oil cooler on the Road Glide Ultra. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I know there's a radiator, right? I know there's I know it's water cooled. So mine usually stays pretty cool, I think. I don't know. But anyhow. Going to be a blast. Harley Roadshow. Just kind of checking out some of the chat here to see what's going on, so I don't miss anything this morning. Oh, okay. Here you go. This is a great little thing. I used to take my drone, but with the new laws, I now leave it at home. Kind of a bummer. So the new laws, if anybody's talking about the new laws, it's really not that new. It's about a year, maybe 2 years old. So you must, if your channel is monetized and you want to use a drone footage, you must have the FAA Part 107 unmanned drone flight license. Okay. So you must have a license to fly your drone if you're going to use video and be monetized. Now, I studied this for a long time because, it happened to me right when Bronco Ride was nice enough. Remember, I did that video. He sent me a drone, and man, I was like, yes, I got some drone footage. I'm going to do some openers. I'm going to do some intros and fly it. I'm going to ride, and it's going to follow me. And then a couple days later, I started digging into it. Like, okay, so how can I do this? And I started watching some YouTube videos, and I said, oh, God, no, wait. This guy just got fined, $450,000 from the FAA for having a channel that has, 3,000 subscribers, and he's making like, I don't know, $100 a month, maybe, or $50 a month. And he just got fined big time. So anyway, so I started taking a Part 107 because I did take flight training before. I mean, I flew Cessnas, and I figured can't be that hard. I am not. I need to bone up. You have to be able to read aeronautical maps. And I have not read aeronautical maps for quite a number of years. So just learning what all the little things are on there. You have to know about flights. You have to know about airspace. You have to know about how close you are to the airport. You have to know all this stuff. Here's the next thing they're doing with the drones. If your drone, and I know I'm getting into maybe a rabbit hole. I know I do that sometimes. So if your drone does not have a new beacon on it, I think that's coming. I don't know if it passed yet or not. So the drone itself should have a beacon on it. So when it is up in the air traffic control can see it on their radar. Okay. So it has to have a beacon now. Okay. And the DJI's I think can be retrofit with that. So you can buy an add-on for that. The next thing they're talking about is the controller has to also have a beacon on it. So what that means is when you're flying, they know where you're standing when you're flying your drone. Pretty important. So there's a lot of laws around it there, but keep digging HDR, be the rider PA. So I don't know what you're talking about, but that is everything I know about the drone stuff. But you do need a Part 107 license. Now, there are some loopholes. Here's a loophole with it. Say you put a video up, say you're a monetized channel, okay, and you put a video up and you want to use some drone footage. Don't monetize that particular video and you can get away with it, right? That would be fine. But just make sure you don't have them in your intro and your openers, and be careful just be careful. I mean, anybody could be mad at any channel out there and just pick up the phone and call the FAA and they can report it. Once they report it, they have to investigate you. Once they investigate you, they're just going to send a fine out. They're going to look at your video and be like, yeah, they did it, and just send a fine to you. So, yeah, drones have to have a beacon and be able to see you and the drone. Yeah, so Frosty just brought that up, and you're right. So Frosty, you guys know I'm getting people to collaborate my story in here. I'm not making this stuff up, man. So I'd love to have some stuff there. Beacons on the controller. Yes, the controller. They were bringing that out where the controller has to be seen. Now, here's something. It's funny because we were in a cabin last year. It was so remote. We didn't have internet. So if you don't have internet, and I'm not really sure how these beacons work. I don't know if they work off your internet on your phone. I don't know. But so the drone itself might have a beacon. Maybe it could be seen. We were pretty remote, but the controllers would never be seen. So I don't know how they get around that stuff. And we were so secluded, man. Who cares if you fly a drone and you're out in the middle of the mountains somewhere? There was no airplanes out there. But just using it for promo and Facebook videos. Yeah, I mean, I think that's okay. Be the rider P, as long as you're not making money with it. I think that's the key. That you're not making any money with the video footage. So, but I mean, I love the drone. I love flying it. I have a great time outside. I take it places, take it fishing, fly it, and get some amazing video. But it's just like for me videos right now. So Harley Roadshow said biggest money making scam of all times, and I kind of agree with you. I'm kind of going to disagree with you too, because I was a pilot for a number of years, and flew Cessnas. These drones today, like the drone that I have, the modern drones and the new drones that like Bronco Ride bought, I have seen him put this drone up. You can't see it anymore. Now that's illegal too. You always have to have eye contact with the drone, right? But he put it up, and you could put these things up 2-3 miles away. They could be flying. You don't have any contact with this drone. So I understand there where maybe it does need to be on radar, or you do have to know a little bit about, is there, like by us, Pittsburgh International Airport's close, right? So if I fly my drone, 3 miles up in air or whatever, 2 miles up, and it's 5 miles away from me, how do I know if it's not going to crash into a small plane or a helicopter? I don't know. It'd be nice if somebody can see that on radar and report that back. So, let's see. Roguelite Andy Harley, what about having proof that it is you operating the drone and not someone else? Well, here's the way that works. So Roguelite Andy, hey, welcome to HarleyDayRider. Let me give you some drone footage. Well, the video is now on YouTube, and all they got to do is look at the video. If it's flying, I see what you're saying. So if it's flying, I'm here at my house, I'm flying it, and it's over Burgettstown, they wouldn't know it was me, right? Well, yeah, I guess they would, because you have to register the drone serial number to you. So that drone is, it's registered to me. The day I got it, I called Bronco Ride. We talked about it and discussed it because I didn't know much. And he's like, well, get online on the FAA website and you have to register the drone, the serial number to me, right? Now, I guess if you buy it and never register it, they would never know that was you. So, yeah, I don't know. Only people in government are allowed to make money. Yeah, I'm not in government. I thought about it once, but then I thought, nah, too much common sense. Can't run for office. I flew the drone in the White House into the White House today. They frowned upon. Yeah, I guess they'd frown upon you flying the drone into the White House. That is pretty funny. Let's see. My drone is under 250 grams of weight limit, so it's considered a toy, so I don't need a license to fly it. If you monetize, you will still need a license, though, right? Anytime you take the camera footage, aerial footage, and you monetize. So you're right. So you don't need to register that drone because it's under 250 grams. Check out the course, though, man. The FAA, the 107 course is really cool, man. It's really neat to know all that stuff. Even if now you can, and Pink's Adventures, I was going to tell you, probably should even just get a recreational license. The recreational license, if you go on the FAA website, you can just go out, you fill it out, what kind of drone it is, and you hit submit, and boom, it sends you back a license, right? Where is mine? I think mine is in my drone kit. You carry it with you. What they're doing there is, say a police officer, and they're supposed to be getting better. I don't know if our police are getting better around here or not, but say you're at a park, not a national park, just a park like Cross Creek where we fish, and I'm fishing. The sheriff comes over and says, "Excuse me, son, do you have a recreational license for that drone you're flying up there?" Well, yes, by golly, sir, I do. And I pull it out and I hand it to him. He goes, "Oh, yes, you understand all the regulations. There you go. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Enjoy flying your drone." I did a video one time after getting the drone too. When you go any place, any park like Cross Creek, go to the informational boards and make sure it doesn't say no drones allowed, because that means don't fly your drone. Very simplistic. Drones are getting big, man. Drones are big time. The drone rigs or drone has an identifying number registered and a beacon for the drone to operate. Those are also collected and registered. Absolutely, Frosty Traveler. Thank you for saying that. Scott David Bronco Ride. Did you wave to DJT while you were flying around there? I don't know who DJT is. This is a good one. I think, did I catch it? Yeah. If you're using a drone for business, i.e. YouTube, etc., you have to follow the regulations. They are pretty I knit now, but that is changing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it'll change or not in the long run. But Harley Roadshow, it can be programmed into the drone, but in no fly zones. And there's very good apps. My phone is downstairs. There's a very good app called Before You Fly. Bronco Ride showed it to me and said download it, and it's awesome. So before I fly, I bring it up. It geolocates your phone, so it knows where you're standing through the GPS on your phone, and it will tell you it is now clear to fly, and it will give you, and what it's doing is looking for like close airports, close airspace, something like that around you. If it doesn't see that, it just says clear to fly. Boom, fly your drone. So whoa, that might be a little bit more than you need, but hey, our local community college offers an AA degree for training to pass the FAA license requirements. They train professional drone pilots from movie studios, or that might be a cool class though to take. I don't know how long it is. There's quite a few I found on the internet. One is like $100. They guarantee you to pass your 107. If you don't, they will pay the next time for you to take it again. If you don't pass it again, they will refund your money. So, but I always say too, a guarantee is only as good as the person that writes it, right? The only people that back it up. So, but I don't know. They have really good references or really good feedback on their course. So I think that's awesome. But let's see here. Ricky KM, I'm not monetized yet, but I'm getting close. I wonder if they will find me when I am monetized for older videos where I use my drone. No, Ricky KM, here's the trick. Do not go back and monetize those videos. Okay. A lot of us have done it. Once you get monetized, the first thought is go back, go to every video and click on the dollar sign. That's what it is when you monetize, guys. There's a little dollar sign. Click, 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 click. Do not monetize the videos that the drone are in because, yes, they will, in fact, be able to find you for those. So, Frosty Traveler. Frosty, you've been doing a lot of studying on this. Drones are currently allowed in state parks, state beaches, state historical parks, state recreation areas, and state recreation areas, except for prohibited by district superintendents. State parks, key. State parks. National parks, not allowed. No national park flying. Bodine 52, good morning. Let's see. Bodine, we are having a great conversation this morning over flying drones, and we're talking about different drone laws. And so it's been a really interesting conversation here. A lot of people in here have a lot of information to share, and I think that's awesome. Guys out there, I don't understand, in the long term. I mean, I love drone footage, man. And I imagine probably most of you probably watch Itchy Boots. Itchy Boots is in different countries. Obviously, they have different laws, I guess. She's from the Netherlands, so she's in way different countries. Like right now, she's in what? Nigeria, I think, or somewhere down south. I don't know. But anyway, she does a lot of drone stuff, but man, it's just, she puts her drone up and she was trying to get up this dirt mountaintop, right? And her drone is filming as she's doing, so she's getting that different perspective as her riding, instead of just on her helmet cam. That's awesome stuff. And I would love to be able to do that. I think that's awesome stuff for us. Last Saturday when we went to the winery, I took the drone because my idea was, even just for us, was to film the vineyards, but it was kind of windy and I didn't really want to put it up. I didn't want to take that chance. So we didn't fly the drone, but I did have it with me. I'd love to have it today, man. You get 600-700 motorcycles in a big parade riding, doing this motorcycle ride today. It would be nice to have the drone up or just kind of following it, and check it all out, see the big line of motorcycles. But we're not going to do that. So anyway, hey, it is what it is, right? I got stopped and spoken to by an FAA regulator who was on vacation. When I first got my drone years ago, he advised me of a lot of stuff back then even. So, Frosty, you are very, very knowledgeable. You can probably do some videos wrapped around the whole drone thing because there's a lot of moto vloggers that are buying drones and they have drones and they put them up and they have a good time. Last year, I think the greatest flight we did, or Bronco ride did, I should say, we were on a pontoon boat. He put his drone up and that footage is awesome, man. It's good stuff, and then he had to land it. So the drone, if you know how a drone works, basically it will come back to you, right? If you're stationary. So when you're on a pontoon boat, you're not just sitting there. We were moving through the water. So he puts it up. So if he hits return, it's going to return into the water because that's where we were. So he had to fly it back and get it back on his boat. He's a pretty amazing drone pilot. If you ever get a chance and you're out somewhere, you meet Bronco Roddy, ask him, do you have your drone? Can you put it up and show me a thing or two? He could put it up there, man. It'll do flips and spins and, it does all kinds of things, come down and does a loop, and he is an awesome drone pilot. Good to watch. Myself and Bodine are kind of learning, kind of picking up tips, but I'm still practicing. I go outside on nice days and I put it up out back and, fly around the neighborhood and check out who's who and who's doing what, who's doing where and what's up in the neighborhood. And yeah, it's like a spy cam up high. Jackie Boy says Bronco Ride is a man of many talents. He does have many talents, He's looking right now. He's trying to get some custom dynamic lights on his drone, some LEDs, and I think that would be neat. So we're waiting to see how that all works out for sure. It takes time for the B footage. Yeah, it does take a lot of time. Be the Rider PA2. And I think Ty from Tennessee just put out a really decent video. Toby says, here, Toby's Itchy Boots have over 1 million subs. Does she actually do her own drone work, editing? Don't large channels usually have? She does not. She does everything. She travels by herself. She does all of her own drone footage. She edits. She did a video not long ago on her laptop being broken, and She said that can totally wreck her entire experience because she has to edit every night when she's on the road. I used to watch her years ago when she didn't have any money, and she would stay in tents. She would just sleep in tents wherever she could sleep. So imagine trying to keep your laptop running to edit your videos in a tent on the side of the road. Imagine that. That would be anyway. Ricky Cam says that too. Itchy Boots does it all herself. So um, guys, and if you look at those big channels, we've often talked about this on our Fireside Chat with the Boys, which is on tomorrow night on Bronco Ride's channel this time. We talk a lot about this stuff, about big channels versus small channels versus, do I get 5,000 subs? Do I get, 20,000 views on every video I put up? Do I get 500 views? The bottom line is when you look at Itchy Boots, guys, if she has over 1 million subs, she deserves it. I mean, honestly, her videos are not moto vlogs. They are way above moto vlogs. Somebody else just did a video recently. It was GB Winging It. So GB Winging It, I don't know if you watch him or not. He just did a video recently about, what is a moto vlogger? And he said, moto vlogging used to be all of us would get on the motorcycle and we would ride around and we would talk about our experiences or we talk about our lives. And that's a moto vlog. Itchy Boots is to that level now. She's the next level. She does documentaries. She studies areas where she goes. Mrs. HDR likes watching her too because it's like watching the Science Channel or Discovery Channel or History Channel. Right? She takes you to places. She tells you about them, and that's next level. So I think that's really awesome for sure. Question about Itchy. And here, yes, legal. I don't know what that means, Bob, but and here, yes, illegal. I don't know. Itchy Boots is one of my favorite channels. Was confused Itchy Boots with HDR. Jackie Boy says that. Yeah. No. Her. Yeah, I don't. Oh, Pop. Are her eyes illegal? Well, hey, remember who was it? Dean? No. Back in the 70s, my mother used to talk about Old Blue Eyes, right? Old Blue Eyes was a singer, right? Itchy Boots must be his offspring. So I'm just saying. Oh, dude. You got Jackie Boy. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if you drink beer or not. I might have to buy you a beer at VAM. That is funny. More like I'm their entourage. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Frank Sinatra, Old Blue Eyes. But Jackie Boy, thanks for giving me that chuckle this morning, dude. That was really, really funny. Yeah, so the three of us kind of work together. We fight like brothers. We argue like brothers. We bitch back and forth like brothers, and then we encourage each other, and then we call each other up and congratulate each other on this or that. And that's just the way we do there. But beer's my old friend, Jackie Boy. We are in, man. We will sit, have a few beers, and we will do some talking. But now wait. I didn't say buying beers. Now wait. Hey, wait. When I might have to put the tour pack on, put ice in it, and I'll just keep a case of beer in the tour pack as I ride around. We'll just pop one together and drink a beer. What do you think? How about that? That's a good thought, huh? Does the tour pack have a drain plug? Anybody know? Huh. I don't know. I might have to drill one in there for sure. Let the water go through for the ice. But yeah, so Jackie boy, that was really good. So anyway, but yeah, so watching her, and we talk about, like I said, big channels, little channels, side channels, back channels. Are you monetized? Aren't you monetized? Sometimes it's nice watching unmonetized channels, right? Because there's no commercials. Sometimes when you monetize a channel, you'll over commercial it. I've done that. I've had Roguelite Andy called me up and said, I'd love to watch your video, HDR, but they suck because you got too many commercials. So I started cutting them back, right? Cut that stuff out. The non-skippable pre-roll. I cut it out. I mean, just I don't. We're all waiting for that skip button, and then you get that commercial like, your video will start in 5 minutes. Your video will now start in 3 minutes. And you're like, Jesus, really? To watch a 7-minute video, I got to wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes on my life is a long time. I'm getting older. So the pre-roll stuff I cut out, and then Roguelite Andy started watching my videos again. So I'm pretty happy about that. But do whatever works for you. I mean, whatever you feel is the best. Everybody's different. But the bigger channel, like Itchy Boots, as we was talking about, being the documentaries, yeah, she deserves over 1 million subs, man. She appeals to everybody, not just motorcyclists, everybody. And I think that's awesome. She's earned that right. So would we all like to be her? Hell no, we wouldn't all like to be her. She was in a place yesterday. I was watching her video. She had to have a police escort because there's these bandits that jump out of the woods. They beat you with a machete. They cut you out with a machete and take your crap. I don't want to be Itchy Boots. I don't want to be her. Nope. She's more of a man than I am, or no, more braver than I am. I sit and watch her. Miss HR said, "Wouldn't you like to be her? Just travel on a motorcycle." And I was like, "No, I do not. I don't want to be her." Let's see. I'm just trying to get back through there. Yeah, Jackie Boy says that. The price is being famous, HR. Yeah, right. I don't know about fame. There's no fame here. Some old guy with a motorcycle that does videos, right? But I couldn't even do this live show in the mornings on Saturday mornings if it wasn't for this chat room. If it wasn't for all you folks logging in and bantering me. But anyway, I don't know if there's any. I don't know. I mean, I appreciate the thoughts, but yeah, it's just me talking to you. We've been doing this for a long, long time. Too many videos out there that aren't that good with ads every 3 minutes, not just motorcycle related. Yeah, you're right, Roguelite. I started watching fishing videos, and Jesus, you talk about ads, and then they have the pre-rolled ad, the non-skippable pre-rolls. Then there's another non-skippable. Then there's a skippable. Then they talk. Today we're out here fishing for trout or crappie, and I'm on the boat. Oh, by the way, buy my lures. My lures can be on my website, mylures.com. Okay, we're fishing out here a little bit more. Next, you hear this. Hey guys, as I'm fishing with my buddies, we use the communicators. We communicate with each other with these on our hats. Yes, the communicators. Buy them today. Fishing. It's like, I shut it off. I mean, geez, man, there's no wonder Google has the highest ad revenue of any network or internet company on the planet. Google has the highest ad revenue. It's because we create the content. They put all the crappy ads on there. And then they pay you 10 cents, right? Or actually they pay you 0.025, like 2 cents per click or something per view. So, but anyway, who's complaining, right? Not me. Minimoto says, I pay for premium, no ads. It's well worth it. And I tell you what, that is absolutely well worth it for sure. I am waiting for HDR Boating and Bronco Ride trading cards to show up. We thought about that, but our physique isn't really meant to be on a trading card. Remember the old football cards, like, yeah, that's not us. But anyway, but yeah, the YouTube Premium is, if you watch a lot of YouTube, but they got that raised so high now. It's like $15 a month, man. You got to pay. But I can tell you it's nicer because you pay, you get no ads. And people say, well, if you get no ads, then you're not helping that YouTuber. Well, the way it works is when you watch that video, YouTube pays that content provider the same money they would have is that if you watch the ad, is how that works. So they're still making the same money though. All right. Scott Davis. Well, good morning to you too, but I didn't see you in there. Sorry. I will say have a great week there for sure. Have a great day, everybody. Get some riding done. Thanks, Jack, for the hour. Thanks, Bronco Ride, for stopping in. everybody, we are going to be getting out of here. Like I said, I have a photo shoot to do with about 600 to 700 motorcycles going through Claysville, Pennsylvania, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to see how that works out there this morning, but hopefully it won't be that many. I'll have a wide angle lens. Google is genius in terms of advertising, like Walmart is a genius for self-checkouts, having customers do the cashier work for them. Yep, you're right. And I see it now at Sheets. So Sheets, actually, Bodine 52 is putting self-checkouts in all of his Sheet stores across America. So check those out for sure. But yeah, have a great week, everybody. And great conversation today. I mean, hey, we got a lot talked about and got a lot of information for each other. I think that's wonderful. Again, I'm very, very, as I say every week, I'm very humbled to have everybody in there and everybody chatting along there with me as I talk my way through this show. Check us out tomorrow night in the Fireside Chat with the Boys. We will be over at Bronco Rides channel, and we got Bry the Biker. I called Bry this week, and I said, dude, even though you won't interview me, we will interview you. So we're going to make the questions really hard for him and make him really dig deep. So give him some jabs there too, Bry the Biker. That will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bronco Rides channel. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to get out of here, and I'm sure you can get out of here too. Get out there and ride. As always, thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by here, Coffee with HDR. Remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. HarleyDayRider will be down and out in the beautiful HDR studios here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye, everybody. Enjoy the day and the week. See ya.